pag-usapan natin. This is the third part of our month-long celebration para sa Women's Month, no? Na kung saan sumasali ang top sa pagbibigay pugay sa ating mga women in sports, no? Yung mga talagang achievers natin na sa mga kababaihan natin, no? And this morning may makakasama natin ang tatlo sa mga pangunahing kababaihan sa sports. Before we ask for their opening remarks, let me introduce them. Of course, kasama natin ngayon ang ating three-time Olympian, ang ating multi-titled na gold medalist sa Southeast Asian Games. And dati na rin na Commissioner ng Philippine Sports Commission at ngayon ay ang presidente ng Philippine Olympians Association, si Miss Akiko Thomson. Welcome, Akiko, no? Kasama din natin ngayong umaga ang ating taekwondo champion at coach din ng University of the Philippines. Ito yung talagang kapartner ng ating dating panauhin na rin, no, na si Pawie Fornea, si Miss Janice Lagman-Lizardo. Of course, makakasama din natin ngayong umaga ang ating bronze medalist.
Sir Ed, yung mic nyo napatay.
Okay, makakasama din natin ang ating bronze medalist sa duathlon sa nakaraang Southeast Asian Games, si Pawie, no? Maybe, Ernest, we can ask si Mama Akiko for her opening remarks.
Thank you. Good morning. And I just want to say thank you for having me here sa TOPS Usapang Sports. It's an honor and privilege to be here with such accomplished ladies. And yeah, just thank you for celebrating women this month especially.
Okay, thank you, Akiko. Miss Janice, ikaw naman po.
Yes, good morning to everybody who's watching. And of course, thank you for inviting me here. Like Miss Akiko Thomson, it's an honor to be part of this show and to represent the women in sports.
Thank you, Janice. Of course, kasama din natin ang ating frontliner, no? Si Pawie, may we hear from you first.
Good morning, ma'am, sir. This is Ensign Pawie Fornea, Philippine Navy, and I am very thankful and I am very humbled na nakasama po ako sa programang ito. At thank you very much po for recognizing the efforts of women athletes in our country. Thank you po, mabuhay po.
Okay, thank you again, ladies. Ernest, ako na din muna ang magtatanong sa ating mga panauhin ngayong umaga. Tanungin ko muna si Miss Akiko. Akiko, right now meron na tayong 4 na Filipino athletes na nakatakdang mag-compete sa Tokyo Olympics, no? And with the efforts ng PSC at ng Philippine Olympic Committee, we expect a few more Filipino athletes na makakasali sa Olympics. As a former Olympian, in fact 3-time Olympian, what advice can you give them dito sa advice can you give sa mga atleta natin na nakatakdang mag-compete sa Tokyo Olympics?
Thanks, Ed. Alam mo naman, si Hidlin is she's a seasoned athlete already, so she already kind of knows what to expect going in. Pero, you know, I think, Ed, for all these athletes, it's been such a hard year. You know, just the delay, the uncertainty, trying to be adaptable, to maintain the fitness level na kailangan nila. It's not just any ordinary fitness level. It's really, even more so. So, I just, really sympathize with them and just how hard it has been. But at the same time, alam din namin that the whole world has been in the same situation. So they're not alone in that sense. But I guess if there is anything, I would just say, you know, ang lapit-lapit na. And with each coming day, Ed, I feel na I'm more and more confident. You know, so besides, you know, you still weren't, I wasn't sure kung matutuloy or how it was going to, what it was going to look like. And we still don't know what the games will look like, but I know in my mind it's going to look very differently than than how we know the games to be. It's going to look different for sure, given na yun. I don't know how it's going to be, but it'll look different. But if there's anything, I just, you know, they just need to stay focused. Ilang months na lang, you know, and they're gosh, we all know that, you know, the life of an athlete is so short-lived. You know, we can only be at this level for a certain time, and so I just hope that they keep the fire, the focus, and the hunger. Just they're focused talaga, and they stay on it. I think the country is just so proud of how they've managed to sustain and maintain and just get this far.
Do you think if makakaroon tayo ng medal ngayon, Akiko, given the training at yung mga suporta na naibibigay ng PSC at ng POC sa mga atleta natin ngayon? Ngayon na ba yung time na mananalo na tayo ng gold medal sa Olympics?
Ed, alam mo, I hope and pray, but I really believe that with each games, we're so much more closer. We're closer and closer to it, and I really think this is the closest we've ever been to the gold. I mean, and multiple Kaloy, Hidilin, even, you know, I'm hoping Margie gets in there because, you know, Margie Lynn, kasi it's skateboarding is such a new event. So I think that's an advantage for her and for us. And she's good, you know. And so yeah, ang dami nila. It's so exciting, you know, to see. I'm hoping for multiple for that gold, pero hindi lang yung gold, for multiple medal performance.
Akiko, talking about women in sports naman, no? Last week naging guest namin si PSC Commissioner Celia Kiram, and she mentioned na yung PSC ngayon is recognizing yung mga hard work mo before na sa commission, and in fact tinutuloy nila yung mga programa na nasimulan mo dati, no? What can you say about dito sa mga pagsusulong ngayon sa mga kababaihan sa sports? Are you satisfied dito sa ratio ngayon na mas marami ngayong kababaihan na atleta at coaches sa Philippine Sports Commission?
Yeah, and I'm so happy to hear. I'm so happy to hear that Celia was here, and the words that she said. You know, as I said earlier, alam mo, we don't have to. I think we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Find what people have done and then just add on and try and always enhance and make it a better job. So I was so happy to hear that. For women in general, I think we have so many strong female athletes in sports that in the past maybe would not have been, like boxing, like weightlifting, like skateboarding. You know, I feel like we're really well represented. Pero Ed, yung area that I feel that we can, that I hope we can do more work with is yung mga female technical officials, female referees, female coaches, female presidents, secgens. That's an area I think na there's we can still grow in that area. We're still, if you look at the numbers, we're still underrepresented, the women there. And then it's not because I think perhaps kasi it's always been done this way, a certain way in the past. It's always been men, and not just here, worldwide. So making people more aware and making the steps to enable more women to step up into these leadership roles, we need yeah, that's an area na I'm hoping we can work on and grow.
Makiko, going back dito sa Philippine Olympians Association, I understand meron kayong mga programa na ginagawa to give back dito sa mga underprivileged na mga athletes natin, and parang na-stop yata ito no, during the pandemic. Anong mga steps na ginagawa niyo para maipagpatuloy itong efforts ng Philippine Olympians Associations na to give back sa mga underprivileged children natin?
Yeah, thank you, Ed. Alam mo, we're very blessed sa Philippine Olympians Association. Yung setup niya ay, yung head namin ay yung WOA, World Olympians Association. So in every country, may NOA, National Olympians Association. And kapag Olympian ka, you're automatically part of it. And we're very fortunate na may mga grants that the WA gives out. You have to apply for it. Limited siya. For the 2 grants are service to society. So yung mga programa that benefits community and service to Olympians, programs that benefit Olympians. So in the past, we've been very blessed. Yung supporta ng PSC through Chairman Butch, he has been very supportive of us, and through the WA grant. For 2 years, we had sports clinic for the street children of Metro Manila through Child Hope. Child Hope is an NGO that works with street children. They educate them sa kanto mismo, sa streets. They feed them. They teach the children about their rights. And so our part there was we wanted to give them once a month just organized sport. You know, Ed, what I realized doing it, gosh, sports is such a privilege. Organized sports is a privilege for these kids. You know, normally they play on the streets, but no one's actually formally teaching them the proper skills or ano. So it was really lots of fun. We had yung mga Olympians coach when they can, and we had our events sa College of St. Benil, kung saan si Stephen Fernandez is the athletic director, and as you said, during the COVID, we had to cut short that program. I don't know. I'm hoping that once in-face becomes allowable, I don't know, baka matagal pa yon, we can resume something along the way, because we did it for 2 years, and it's so nice to see yung progress of the kids. They stuck to one sport, and it's amazing. There's a lot of talent out there.
Okay, thank you for the answers, Akiko. I'm sure maraming tatanong pa sa yung mga kasama ko. No? Ernest, tanungin ko naman si Janice. Janice, again, thank you for joining us dito sa TAPS. No? We all know na matagal ka na sa Taekwondo, and naging coach ka pa nga sa UP. No? Natanong na din itong questions na to nung nag-guest sa amin si Japoy a few months ago. No? As a Taekwondo champion and coach, anong advice ang maibibigay mo sa mga magulang na kagaya namin para ma-encourage na yung mga anak nila ay involved sa sports, especially sa Taekwondo?
Actually, sa experience ko kasi with my parents before, we're just exposed with different sports. Like, let them explore kung anong magugustuhan nilang sport. Huwag mo silang pilitin sa isa lang. Kasi it's hard to do a thing na ayaw mo naman. Hindi ka mag-excel sa ganun. So, marami akong sports na na-try. And I didn't know na Taekwondo talaga yung mag-excel ako and tutuloy-tuloy ko talaga. So, I've tried volleyball, I've tried swimming, I've tried tennis, pero na-enjoy ko lahat yon. Pero dito lang talaga ako tumagal and dito ako naging successful. So let your kids explore and wag niyo silang pilitin. Just let them um, enjoy and choose whatever they like. They will be successful in that way. Ganun yung na-experience ko and ganun din yung gagawin ko sa kids ko.
Janice, madalas tayo nakakadinig ng mga advice from the athletes na ini-encourage yung mga kabataan natin to get into sports as early as possible.
Mhm.
Sa taekwondo, ano ang ideal age para sa mga magulang na i-encourage nila yung mga anak nila na ma-involve sa taekwondo?
Ideal age, yung na-notice ko observation ko lang, is 6 years old. Yung talagang formal lesson na sila. Pero we accept, meron mga gyms na nag-accept ng toddlers class, like mga 3 to 5 years old. They have that like for play. They also do kickings. May mga kickings din sila, punchings. Pero the formal lesson talaga, na-observe ko mga 5 or 6, mga ganon. So, as early as that age, pwede nyo na sila i-join sa taekwondo.
Kayo ni Japoy, meron kayong mga continuous na program para ma-encourage pa yung mga kabataan natin na mag-taekwondo? Ano yung mga programa na isinusulong nyo ngayon right now?
Actually, yes, we have our own gym na rin. Tinuloy namin online yung sa Celebrity Sports Plaza. We have our gym there. So we teach kids, kahit adults, meron kami. So we continued it through online. So hanggang ngayon, marami kaming online classes. And so far, so good because parents are asking for it para maging active nga rin yung mga kids. And na-encourage din sila because sa taekwondo, nagle-level up sila ng belts. So meron silang parang achievement. Usually every 2 months namin ginagawa yung promotion test nila. So nakakatuwa kasi na-excite sila pag nag-change yung belts nila. And actually, taekwondo has a competition din na sinasalihan rin namin, the speed kicking competition, tuloy-tuloy online, and the pumse competition. So the kids are really encouraged pa rin to do the taekwondo kasi meron silang looking forward sila with the competitions, the promotion test. Kaya ang dami pa rin kids na naka-enroll sa amin ngayon.
Thank you, Janice. No? Madami pa kaming itatanong sa iyo about taekwondo. No? Tanungin ko naman si Pawie.
Good morning,
Pawie,
sir.
yes, welcome to TAPS, Pawie. Nanalo ka ng medal during the SEA Games dito sa Manila, no? Dito sa
Yes, sir.
pandemic ngayon, panahon ng pandemic, paano ba ito nakaka-apekto para sa preparasyon mo sa susunod na SEA Games? Especially na isa ka rin sa mga frontliners na yun.
Excuse me, sir. Medyo choppy lang yung line. Pwede po pakiulit yung question?
Yes, Pawie, yes. Last time, you won a medal dito sa nakaraang SEA Games. And we know na maraming nagsasuffer ngayon na mga athletes in terms sa preparation because of the pandemic. Anong mga paraan na ginagawa mo para physical condition mo? Patuloy ka pa rin makapag-train kasi sa pag-asa ng mga frontliners ngayon.
Very special po yung combination ng pagiging frontliner or military and pagiging athlete, especially sa Philippine national team. So ang ginagawa ko po during pandemic time, since ang mga frontliners po, ang mga military personnel ay focus po sa pagbibigay serbisyo sa mga taong bayan na suportahan sila yung mga tao natin, yung ginagawa yung mga military kasi focus po kasi kami ngayon sa pagtulong sa pag-prevent or sa pag-minimize or ng COVID-19 cases. So ang ginagawa po namin bilang military athletes. Panahon po ng pag panahon po ng duty, magdu-duty po kami. And then after po ng duty namin, we will do quarantine for how many days, and then we go training after before duty. And last year, nung pagka-graduate ko po sa US Naval Academy, na-assign po ako sa Philippine Military Academy. And there, naging assistant tactical officer po ako sa female cadets, and ako din po yung part din po ako ng Sports and Physical Development Unit ng PMA. So doon naman po sa PMA side, sa training side ng military, before they go sa online classes nila, I make sure na nag-physical exercise pa rin sila with social distancing, with COVID-19 protocols po. And now, nasa electronic warfare unit na po ako ng Philippine Navy, continuous pa rin po yung training ko for the upcoming races. Ginagawa ko po kasi everyday po ako na nagtatrabaho dito sa office as the executive officer po ng electronic warfare unit. So ginagawa ko po, alas 3 or alas 4 pa lang po ng madaling araw, magigising na po ako, magte-training na po ako, and then papasok po ako sa office ng around 8 or around 9, and then whole day na duty. And then after duty, I will go back to sa tinutuluyan ko po ngayon sa Standard Insurance sa NAI. And then gumagamit po ako ng mga gym equipments to continue my afternoon training. And then after nun, trabaho po ulit before going to bed. So yun po yung routine ko ngayon in preparation for upcoming races po.
Pawie, isa sa mga madalas matanong ngayon sa mga atleta natin is yung pag-take ng vaccine, no? Once na available na sila. On your part, ano ang tingin mo dito sa vaccine? So willing ka ba na take ng vaccine para sa health and safety na din ng personal mo?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. We really need to take vaccine, sir, in order to minimize or mitigate yung COVID-19 cases natin, sir. Especially po sa mga athletes na mga athletes na in preparation for SEA Games. Kailangan po talaga namin ng vaccine para continuous po yung training namin, at the same time para maiwasan po namin yung sakit. Yung kasi syempre po pag magkaroon po tayo ng COVID-19 case or nag-positive tayo, syempre mapuputol po yung training ng mga athletes. So with the help of vaccine, magiging continuous po yung training ng mga athletes, and continuous din po ang work ng mga military personnel. Yun po, in preparation for sa military personnel, in preparation for their job, everyday job, and sa pagiging frontliner, and at the same time, continuous po ang training in preparation for SEA Games and sa mga best athletes po natin for Olympics, sir.
Thank you, Pawie. Ernest, I'm sure yung mga kasama natin madami din itatanong.
Yes, Sir Ed. Ang sunod pong magtatanong ay si Sir Fred Nasiad from Manila Times.
Hi, good morning, everyone. This question is for Commissioner Akiko. Hi, Akiko. Tungkol naman sa Philippine swimming. Ay, good morning. Tungkol naman sa Philippine swimming itong itatanong ko. At least sa generation na to, pag tinanong mo kasi yung Philippine swimming, dalawang name lang yung nakatatak sa atin. It's either Eric Buhain or Akiko Thomson. So, pero ang tagal na nun. So, medyo biased ako kasi hindi ko naabutan yung mga panahon nila Ildefonso, nila Losada, pero sa generation ko, dalawa lang talaga yung nasa superstar status ng Philippine swimming, kumbaga, Akiko and Eric Buhain. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na walang swimmer na dumating after sa inyo, pero walang nakaabot sa status ninyo as kumbaga yung achievement ninyo. Gusto kong itanong sa iyo, ano ba ang nangyari sa Philippine swimming at medyo hindi siya stagnant pero hindi siya umaangat. What's your opinion on that?
That's a hard question. Really hard question. And I alam mo, I have a hard time answering that. you can't discount though. I mean, I think about like Jasmine Alcalde. She's achieved quite a bit, you know, and it's tough. Ang hirap really to medal, but she's been a consistent. She delivers
Yes,
at
yes.
each SEA
Uh,
Games. Pero alam mo, I also hold my tongue a bit because I've kind of I'm not very much involved with the swimming at the moment. I really put my efforts of late with the Philippine Olympians, and now more recently, I've gotten involved with the Special Olympics. So yeah, I know it's a little sad in some ways, but yeah, I hope for better days to come. I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to comment on that.
There you go. Well, you were speaking of women leaders NSA. Meron ba nag-offer sa'yo na to lead the NSA of swimming? Parang ganun.
No, no, and yeah,
Would you accept?
hmm,
Will you accept if there's an offer?
I don't know. I have to pray about that. I really do. You know, because I think I'm very whenever I get into something, I'm all there, and of course, swimming is such a huge part of me. And kung hindi dahil sa swimming, I know I wouldn't have gotten to all the different things that I've gotten into. But right now, I just feel like I'm so focused on this and really just entering the Special Olympics world. So I don't know. I would have to really pray hard about that.
Ma'am, anong update sa Tokyo Olympics? Matutuloy ba siya? At kung matuloy man, meron bang may mga foreigners ba na makakapunta sa Japan to watch the games? Anong balita niyo?
You know, I from what I hear, parang wala. Limited entry for spectators, if at all. I mean, I think yung latest na nabasa ko ay even for the delegates, the government delegates, they're really trying to trim that down. I'm confident. I'm very confident. You know, isa sa mga officers ng World Olympians Association is this gal Mikako Kotani, and she's on the board of the WOA, and she's also the sports director for the Japan Tokyo Organizing Committee. And what she said, when she speaks, I'm confident it will push through. Pero I think, I don't know kung there might not be spectators, quite honestly, and so I think I don't know what the opening will look like, or closing. I don't know how. I'm not sure how they're going to how that will unfold. That's why as I was telling Ed kanina, I think it'll look very differently. But the good thing, having said that, is I think with technology, it's so advanced that we can feel like we're right there. I mean, I was watching a documentary recently about how they documented the technology that went behind the 2016 games. Grabe, it made me appreciate the challenges and the complexities of executing, organizing the games, but they had so many cameras at different angles that you felt like nandun ka. And so I think maybe this might be a games where really technology just steps up so that perhaps people, the crowd may not be able to be there, but surely it will be broadcast live, and I don't know. I'm not sure how they're going to make it sexy and whatever, but I'm confident na matutuloy siya.
I hope so. Kasi sabi mo nga, this is the closest that we have gotten para dun sa gold medal, no? Sana matuloy. Sayang naman yung efforts nila.
And you think about Kaloy. Kaloy, if it doesn't happen now, the chances of him being there sa next games are slimmer. With Hidilyn Nalam, alam natin this is her last hurrah.
Chance.
Yeah, so all these. That's why for me, I'm just. It's mabigat, and I really feel I just want, we have to really support them all the way and pray that it really does push through.
And also EJ is speaking right now. EJ Obiena.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pero I
kailangan,
think with his sport, kaya pa isa pang Olympics.
isa pa.
I think
Ah,
kaya pa. Yeah. I'm thinking about those sports na age is really a component, or just where they are in their career life also.
okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And next question is for Pawi. Ito, I'm very proud of this Dabawenya. Kabayan, taga Davao din namin. Yeah, proud ako kay
Thank you,
Pawi.
sir.
Yeah. Pawi, tama ba you have graduated sa US Naval Academy with honors?
Yes, sir. That is with merit, sir.
With Marys, can you explain, pwede mo bang ikwento sa amin yung mga experiences mo doon sa US Naval Academy? Kung paano ka trinit ng mga tao doon, that you are a woman and a Filipino. Anong treatment sa'yo
Yes,
doon?
sir. So nung pagkapasok ko po sa Naval Academy, aminado po ako, sir, na hirap po ako, lalo na po sa intonation ng English nila. Actually, my first 6 months po sa Naval Academy, pag nag-aaral po kami ng calculus or nagla-lecture po kami ng calculus, it's all about, ang naririnig ko po is, circle. So, circle lang po talaga na intindihan ko. With the help of my classmates po, yung mga American classmates and American upperclassmen, they treated me very nicely, and they treat me with respect po. Sa US Naval Academy naman po, sir, no po talaga sa discrimination, and very open po ang Naval Academy sa international students. So with the help of my American classmates and upperclassmen, nakapagtapos po ako sa Naval Academy. Ayun po, very thankful po ako dahil yung mga nakapalibot po sa akin, mga American classmates ko, yung mga supporters ko po, si Standard Insurance, si Philippine Navy, si Philippine Military Academy, at saka yung mga coaches ko po sa Pilipinas at saka sa US, they really groomed me to be a better person po, sir.
Okay. Maraming mga duathlon international events na na-cancel in the past few months, no? Dahil sa pandemic. Meron bang
Yes, sir.
naka-schedule na upcoming events na sasalihan mo? O kung kailan ito?
Sir, as of now, we are preparing for yung Philippine Navy Standard Insurance Duathlon team po is preparing for Powerman in Malaysia, but it's still on hold po kasi we are still waiting for further announcement from the organizer. And also po, we are preparing, hopefully, na magkakaroon po ng qualifying po for SEA Games Duathlon po, sir.
So may duathlon event sa sa upcoming SEA Games?
Yes, sir. Initially, sir, they planned it to be there, sir, sa SEA Games. Pero waiting for confirmation pa rin po, sir.
Thank you, Pawi.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Kay Janice naman.
Okay.
Ay. Janice, how are your boys? How old are they now, and kumusta sila?
My boys are 4 and 1. Syempre, the 4-year-old is showing some potential na rin in sports kasi nakikita niya rin kami ng daddy niya. So, which is a good thing. Yun nga, sabi ko kanina, exposure lang talaga. And he's still exploring. Ginagaya niya. Like yesterday, nag-flying sidekick siya. Nakuhanan ni daddy niya. Like daddy. Like, ano. Like that Japoy. He wants to be a Milo boy daw. Kaya ano. Kaya yun. So far, they're both healthy naman. And yun nga, we have to let them stay active talaga.
Yung mother nila, Asian gamer, silver medalist. Tapos yung father nila is Japoy. May pressure kaya sa mga anak, sa mga sons mo, paglaki nila na to follow your footsteps?
Di ko sure, pero pag nalaman nila, joke. Pero siguro i-share din namin yung mga ganong parang achievements namin. So, parang may goal din sila. Like, they want to be like their dad and mom. And hopefully, maging successful din sila and maging gold medalist din. And we want also maging kami as parents, we want them to be Olympians din in the future. So, walang pressure, pero we will try to mold them as Olympians also. I-ano na natin, i-claim na natin sa ganung level.
What if sinabi nung anak mo na ano, Mami, Daddy, gusto ko maging taekwondo, black belter na tulad ninyo. So, kayo mismo magte-train sa kanya?
Actually, si daddy niya kailangan daw black belt sila. Pero kahit hindi competitive, kunwari black belt siya sa pero swimming siya nagle-level talaga na magaling. So, okay lang yon. Pero, di ko sure kung kaya ko ako magturo. Siguro I will teach them in a way kasi ako na-experience ko sa brother ko. Pag sa brother ko na naiinis ako, parang, ano ba yan? Parang ganun. Parang I will let someone teach him. So, siguro sa kids, nandun ako sa gilid to guide them. Pero I want other parang instructor to teach them. Pero magtuturo pa rin naman ako. Pero siguro not, iba kasi siguro yung treatment ko or iba yung approach ko or iba yung tingin nila pag ako yung coach nila. Pero nandun pa rin ako. Parang side coach lang siguro.
Magiging stage mother ka ba sa mga tournaments?
Baka. Competitive din kasi ako talaga eh. Di ba? As an athlete, di ba? Competitive talaga mga athletes. So,
thank you, Janice.
Thank you po.
Ernest, ayan mo na. Mamaya na lang ulit ako magtatanong. Back to you.
Okay, thank you Sir Ed. Siguro pagbigyan natin ng ang bagong dating natin, yung isa sa mga officers natin dito sa TOPS na si Sir Dennis Eroa from his hacienda. Sir Dennis, kayo na po.
Hi,
Sir Dennis, wala yung camera niyo naman. Yan.
magandang araw sa inyong lahat, no? Alam mo, hindi naman growing up, kundi isa sa sinusundan ko talagang career ni Akiko. Nung bagong sports writer pa ako. Si
I
Akiko.
think that means our age. That discloses the age.
Actually, matanda naman ako kay Akiko, no? Pero ang tanong ko lang, itong, the pandemic really affected us all, no? And I had to focus on swimming. On your part, and I know na alam mo to, nagkaroon kasi ng mga divisiveness sa swimming dito sa Pilipinas. And what is the state of Philippine swimming? At present, what is the state of Philippine swimming?
Wow naman kayo. Ang hirap naman yung mga tanong nyo. Just go.
Alam mo, Kiko, you have the, nasa yung respeto ng mga tao pag usapan natin swimming at sports.
Thank you. But I'll be very honest. Alam mo, I've really, as I mentioned earlier, I've kind of stepped out of swimming in the last couple of years. Initially, not by choice, but now by choice. And it's, I'm very careful. I'll be very honest. I'm very careful with my words when it comes to this. I don't think it's in the best place. And perhaps that's why it's not, I don't know. And many of the people like Ral, Eric, Buhain, Ral Rosario, all of us are kind of out of the scene right now. And so it's, we're letting the new administration, if they want to run it, by all means, we really tried in the beginning to still remain involved, but as things worked out, and so be it, and I've just, as I said earlier, I'm focusing my efforts. It's not just swimming. There's more that we can do, and I just want to. I'm a very positive person, and I always want to just. Wherever I'm at, to be all there, to do what needs to be done, and that's what I've been doing with the Philippine Olympians and soon to be the Special Olympics.
Yeah. I understand your your stand on the matter. Although, if I may say so, I think it's about time for the present leadership of swimming to really reach out sa inyo. Sa inyong may mga pinatunayan na sa larangan ng swimming. Because kung magsasalita ang mga tulad nyo, mga Olympian, alam mo na yung sinasabi natin, baka mauntog at magkaisa. Yun lang naman sa akin. I think it's about time for them to reach out. Hindi yung, ganyan na lang ang sitwasyon ng Philippine swimming. May karapat.
No, Dennis, it's hard, also for us, it's hard because here we are, we've lived, breathed swimming and dedicated our whole life to it. So it was not, I will not, it was hard for me personally when this whole division happened. But, there's, sometimes it's beyond your control. And you just have to let the cards fall where they fall and trust that God is at work. I don't know what's happening or why, but I hope, I look forward to the day where it's whole, the sport is whole. Because sa ngayon, I don't feel like it's whole.
Because we as a sports writer, we also look forward to the glory days, to the glory days of swimming during your time, Eric, when we lorded it over the Southeast Asian Games. We have our names, Asian Games, nandun tayo sa taas. Yun lang naman ang gusto ng mga sports writer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ernest, mamaya na lang ulit. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Boss Dennis. But ito yung nabigyan na ng medyo warning sa chat group natin na magtatanong na daw si Boss Edwin Rolyon. Boss Edwin, kayo na daw. Boss, tumigil kayo sa pagtanggal ng maskara. Boss Edwin.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Medyo choppy po kayo, parang si Ivan.
Yun, nasa office kasi ako. Nasa office kasi medyo mahina ang internet namin ngayon eh. Naririnig na ba?
Narinig ba?
Okay. Good morning po sa mga guests natin. Good morning, especially kay Com Akiko. Tagal natin din nagkita, Com. Good morning po. May question para sa lahat, especially kay Com Akiko. Since from being an athlete, tas naging commissioner kayo ng PSC, ano na ho ba yung sa tingin niyo mga programa o ginagawa na po ninyo mga programa para maibalik do sa mga sa sports in particular na nagpasikat sa pangalan ni Akiko Thomson? Ano po yung mga programa na gagawa na po para mas ma-develop po yung mga batang swimmer ngayon?
Wait, ako lang tinatanong mo or yung mga iba rin?
Yung iba rin, ma'am. Pero una na po kayo dahil matagal-tagal na ho namin kayo di nakikita eh.
Yeah, I know. Long time no see. Pero I'm not involved with swimming sa ngayon eh. So it's really I can't answer that because I'm not involved at all with the sport sa ngayon.
Okay. Being a president of the Philippine Olympian Association na lang po, sa ngayon po kasi kahit na yung POC, walang record na makukuha kapag naghahanap kami ng mga record ng mga past champion, Olympian lalo. And the PSC is starting to collate yung mga data pero hindi pa rin buo eh. Sa asosasyon po ng Philippine Olympian, meron ho ba tayong custodian na mapagkukunan talaga ng mga record ng mga dating Olympian para naman po kung kinakailangan namin gawa ng istorya, meron naman po kami ang pagkukunan. Or nag-start na rin ho ba kayong mag-collate? Yes, madam.
Did someone plant this question? Ang ganda ng tanong. I have such a good... No, it's not. Kasi alam mo, it's funny that you ask because really this is our passion project for this year that started last year. When I say we, Philippine Olympians Association. Kasi we have a database for all the
Yes.
410 Filipino Olympian. Pero kung tinanong mo yung PSC or tinanong mo yung POC, they don't have, and I think it's because
Yes,
yung mga changes, and I guess no one has really taken on the task of archiving yung library. So what we are doing as we speak, we are building our Philippine Olympians Association website, and within the website we will have an archive of all the Filipino Olympians with pertinent information for each person. Kung anong games, anong sport.
Wow, maganda po yan. Maganda po yan, ma'am.
Yeah, and alam mo, Edwin, we're doing it online, and we're actually calling it a living archive of Olympians. Kasi buhay siya. Tuwing Olympics, we're going to be adding new Olympians to the database. And that's why it's living. And our intention really, this is something that we feel should be accessible to all. You know, dapat anyone, you guys, yung mga students who are doing research work, this information should be easily accessible. And so we're taking it on, not with the help of the Philippine Olympic Committee. They are supporting us financially, partially, not completely, in this project. And nagsubmit kami ng grant sa WOA. We don't have the answer yet, but we're hoping that we receive the grant so that mabuo yung project.
Oo nga po, tama yun. Kasi kung actually sa totoo lang po, yung sa Hall of Fame, doon din lang kami nare-release namin. Sino tong atleta na to? Checkin nga natin, so buti na may Wikipedia. Nakikita namin kahit pa paano na yung konting background ng certain athlete po yun.
And you know what? I wish I could, I mean, yung memory ko medyo sketchy, pero there's so many fascinating history in our database. Alam mo, we have an Olympian shooter, I think if I'm not mistaken, competed in 5 or 6 games. Nasa Hall of Fame na siya. And then we have, alam mo, pelota, pero hindi siya, it wasn't called pelota. It was called Basque pelota yata. We competed twice in 1992 and another year. Pero alam mo, there's so many fascinating information there. And also, I feel, for me personally, I feel like so many of the Olympians have passed on na. So it's also going to be very hard. And habang buhay pa si Tito Paeng, our chairman, you know, we want to collate their memories and document it. So yeah, I'm so, alam mo, this is where all my energy is going to right now, to sports. And I'm so excited that we're doing it. And God willing, we will launch this year.
Wow, good. One thing po, yung Philippine Olympian Association po, meron ho ba tayong, yung mga miyembro ho ba, yung mga dating Olympian, may mga financial na pwedeng matanggap o meron ho kayong ine-extend ba na mga
Yes. You know, so we are not supported by the PSC or the POC, so we have to fundraise on our own. But we have extended many times assistance to, you know, like Paul Sarantes, was the most recent one. And I think before that, there was, I remember during the COVID, there was a triathlete sa Cebu yata, was it, his house burned down. Nakalimutan ko na yung yeah, so
nasunugan.
Yeah, nasunugan yung bahay niya. We as much as we're able to, we want to. And actually, if you guys have any great ideas, because that's another area that I feel I want to be able to do something in the future, is helping our Olympians post-career, transitioning, helping them, because, you know, mahirap rin once you're done, and if the funds have not been managed well, it's hard. And so you know, that's also in the back of my mind, kind of what kind of projects can we do to help our Olympians, because I think really that health insurance also is something that they would appreciate. Pero
Yes,
we have
Mhm.
we're not swimming in money, so we have to be very creative.
Tama po. Parang trust fund po, Com, no? Trust fund. Parang
Yeah.
sa mga professional athletes sa GAB, meron silang ganun eh. Para kung may fallback naman yung mga atleta natin. Thank you po, Com. Thank you po, Com.
Thank you.
Marami pang magko-question sa inyo mga kasama natin. Next question kay Mrs. Lizardo. Hello, Madam. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So far dahil sa COVID, sa pandemic, wala tayong mga tournament, walang mga face-to-face yung mga atleta. On your part po, paano nyo po na ipagpapatuloy yung pagtuturo sa sariling yung training para ma-stay fit and ready po kayo just in case na matawag uli kayo sa...
Hello.
Yes, Madam.
Tapos Edwin, medyo nawala ka ng mga 2 seconds.
Yes, Madam. Mahina. Oo. Yun lang. Ayan, Madam. Ayan, na-delay ako ng 2 seconds.
Brian, gusto mo saluhin?
Madam.
Teka, nawala na ng tulo yan. Brian, gusto mo siya saluhin?
Kasi wala kami kuryente ngayon dito. Mihina yun.
Teka lang. Boss Edwin, okay lang mabalikan ka namin? Teka, si Brian, gusto ka daw saluhin.
Mrs. may tanong niya. Kina-start na yung question na. Yun pa.
Teka, nag-mute pa eh. Teka, Boss Edwin, nakamute ka.
Hello.
Yan. Start.
Yan. Okay ba? No. Humihina yung sounds ko eh.
Ayan po, parang okay na.
Okay. I-ano mo na kay Brian Ernest. Siya na magtuloy ng tanong.
Ano ba yung tanong mo? Hindi ko nga alam yung tanong mo. Hindi ba ako magtanong sarili ko?
Brian, happy birthday ha.
Thank you, sir.
Ang tanong ni Edwin Lizardo, the panahon ng pandemic, paano siya nakakapag-train? Masyadong malalim yung tanong na yon. Mahirap sagutin.
Tanong. Parang kasi I'm not that active anymore as an athlete. Pero yun nga sinasabi, anytime pwede ako tawagin. I mean, we're not closing doors kasi sa event namin, meron yung per age na hanggang mga 60 and above, like that. So, may age na pasok naman ako na category. So, probable pa rin with my 2 cousins pa rin. And ngayon, I make sure na I stay fit pa rin. And kahit na walang face-to-face, I try to squeeze in, kahit mom na rin ako, some trainings. And sa taekwondo ngayon, if some of you know na may competition pa rin kami, ongoing competitions online. We have Pumse competitions and speed kicking. And we have online trainings also. So, yun, pinagpapatuloy namin with that.
Yun. Ernest?
Yes, boss. Kayo na bang magpapatuloy ng momentum?
I have to go back to Akiko. I trying to digest yung mga sinasabi niya, very intelligent, no? Yung mga sinasabi niya. And sa totoo lang, I am convinced that Akiko can save Philippine swimming. Talagang
No. Alam mo, that's something that the whole community needs to rally around and work towards. Ang hirap. It's a big job, really. It's yeah. But I you know what? I don't lose hope.
Kasi ano, Eric is a friend, sina grupo ng PSL, also my friend, and lahat naman ng kaibigan ng mga sports writers. Ang talagang nakikita kong problema, wala tayo napuproduce na talagang galing sa atin eh. Wala tayo sa Amerika, yung mga ganung bagay at it pains my heart eh. Kasi isa lang ang ibig sabihin nun, walang programa na matino ang Philippine swimming. Sa nakaraang SEA Games, we will observe mga galing sa mga American universities na nag-champion. Samantalang, kumpara ng mga panahon nyo, talagang dito nang galing ang mga swimmers na nagbibigay ng gintong medalya. Yun lang naman sa amin. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Alam mo, you know, the one thing I will say though, foundational, yes, you can get homegrown, but after a while, the athlete really needs to be sent out to train. When you reach that level na, kasi kailangan, you have to be training, competing with at that intensity, or being sent out frequently to compete and on a frequent basis.
Thank you, Ernest. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Dennis, for rescuing Edwin Rolyon. And eto na, si Brian Yalong with his own creative questions. Welcome the birthday boy, Brian Yalong. And happy birthday also to Ivan Saldeno.
Yeah, first question ko kay Ma'am Akiko. Kasi during the last... Ma'am, tanong ko lang po, when was the last time kayo na up-to-date sa swimming before I ask? Baka mamaya hindi nyo maintindihan yung mga questions ko. Yung how up-to-date are you with the swimming?
Not? Alam mo, I wasn't even... Brian, happy birthday pala. Happy birthday, Ivan. I wasn't even involved. Hindi kami involved sa last SEA Games.
Okay. So, kasi ma'am, I had the chance to talk with some of the swimmers there, and there were a couple of names that were promising. Well, as everybody knows, Jasmine Alcalde, Jessie Lacuna, but there were some names na maliit, not that known, like Chloe Isleta. But I was surprised to find out that she was being mentored by Michael Phelps. Yun. Tapos I heard some stories. Wala kayong idea kung sino yung mga tingin yung pwedeng sumunod sa yapak niyo?
Hard question naman. Can I pass? Pass? Pwede mag-pass? Diyos ko. I wish,
Actually, actually, hindi
Really?
yapak, no? Lumalagoy si Com eh. Hindi naman naglalakad yan Ikaw talaga, Brian, no?
I just, Brian, because I feel I'm not in really a position to comment because I'm not so in the know. So, I baka half-baked lang yung sagot ko sa'yo.
Okay lang po, ma'am. So, sige ma'am, ganito lang po. What do you think will take to be the next Akiko Thomson?
No, I don't want there to be another. I want there to be another whoever. No, it's, the recipe is the same for any athlete, right? I mean, just the amount of passion, dedication, determination. The journeys are very different of everyone, but there's certain things that are true for everyone. Yung mga sacrifices that you have to make along the way. Hunger. Mm-hmm. And desire to, that's something also. Brian, we have a wonderful project sa Philippine Olympians. This is started in the time of COVID. We partnered up with Ateneo de Davao University, and we've been running these online sports leadership programs for yung mga ibang athletic directors, LGU sports, whatever, officers, all around the country. We're on our third batch, and each batch we get 4 Olympians to talk about their journey in sport, how they began, what was the team that made it possible for them, and yung mga lessons rin, the painful lessons as well. And it's been so much, it's for me, it's been so, kasi kilala ko, I know a lot of them, pero hindi ko alam yung mga details ng ano nila, yung journey nila, and it's been so nakakataba ng puso to hear their stories and to hear the responses, more importantly, from these athletic directors from around the country. You know, they're getting a preview, and and their lives. Why am I telling you this? Because you asked me, what will it take? Well, you know, so.
Okay po, ma'am. I'll spare you. I'll move to
Thank you.
from Miss Janice Lizardo. Because I can relate to Ma'am Janice because I also practiced Taekwondo before, so I'm good friends with Stephen and Mansoor. Ma'am Janice, kasi I wanted to get your thoughts on the shift to these online contests in Taekwondo, the speed kicking and everything. Do you think this is something that we can do, assuming that the pandemic dies down? Is this something that we can adapt to the sport moving forward?
I think mas exciting pa rin kasi talaga yung sparring talaga. So, pero we can still consider kasi parang exciting din siya. And this is something that other countries also are interested also kasi nagkaroon din ng Asian speed kicking, which is other countries joined also, which is from the Philippines siya nag-start, na nakaka-proud din. And I think it's probable, but mas exciting pa rin yung talagang
Actual
na sparring, ganyan. I can't imagine na nagsi-speed kicking sila ng actual, pero para kasing imaginary part na mag-sparring na lang sila. Pero it's a good idea din yung ginawa nila ngayong online, na speed kicking.
That's another question. Kasi when I stopped in 1990, during that time, nung mga time namin na Stephen and Mon, there were not a lot of female ladies taking up the sport. What do you think changed na biglang ngayon dumami na?
Actually, after winning nung 2009 na magkasunod with the World Championships and the SEA Games, we noticed a lot of, kasi nag-boom na yung PUMSE that time. So a lot of female kids or basta female na gusto rin mag-taekwondo kasi they're looking forward to doing the PUMSE lang. But in taekwondo, you're gonna do both pa rin, pero you can focus on one, which is the PUMSE. Kaya dumami na talaga yung female taekwondo jins ngayon, which is I'm so happy to see, and maraming mga achievers na rin na naging national team na talagang nagme-medal with taekwondo, and I'm so happy with that. And sometimes nga sa summer namin na tinuturuan, mas nagdo-dominate, nagugulat ako, mas dominant yung girls namin, female, na nag-enroll kaysa sa male. So I'm so happy with that kasi they always think na pag taekwondo, ay masakit yan, babae ito, ganyan-ganyan. Pero it's not just being it's not just na nasasaktan ka, they should know na yung learnings or yung values that they will learn with taekwondo, and with both female and male, okay siya. It's not, and physically and emotionally, or kayang-kaya na ng lalaki at babae. Ako nag-sparring din ako before. Dadaanan mo talaga sa taekwondo yan. And kaya naman, and kakalabanin mo lang naman din yung mga babae sa taekwondo. So, di naman, pero sa training, of course, we do trainings na nagsasparring kami with male. Kaya naman namin.
Lugi nga daw, ma'am, yung men pag ganun kasi ayaw sipain ng lalaki babae.
Nagko-control sila. Yes. Pero palaban na rin, may mga female talaga din ngayon na palaban talaga na hindi nagpapatalo. So,
thank you. I'll save my question for Pawie mamaya. Ernest, iba na muna. Ernest?
Doon tayo sa sa next question for next na magtatanong sa atin is Sir Vince Wico. Sir Vince, you may already turn on your camera.
Good morning. My question is for Commissioner Guevara. Hi, good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, Vince.
Okay, we've had, I'd say, quite a number of stories about former Olympians who've fallen in dire straits financially. What any plans from the Philippine Olympians Association to address this? Maybe perhaps lobby our lawmakers to amend our laws to give our former Olympians better benefits, especially those who have fallen into desperate situation.
Yes, Vince, thank you. That is something that that's, as I mentioned earlier, really in the back of our minds, really. Actually, last year also, through the PSC, there were some, and through Attorney Sumagil, they were doing some looking into the laws and potential amendments. And the one area that we I personally asked the chairman if they could revisit was the RA for the benefits for our athletes, because you'll be surprised the Olympians are not in it. If you are an Olympian and you are a current national athlete, then you're entitled to the 20% discount, the blah, 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 blah. Pero kung hindi ka current, kung hindi ka national athlete, you're not even a part of that. So that's the first step that we're trying to do. I think all these, this is new for me also, and I know that these kind of amendments and changes take a long time to do, but that was the first thing that we asked to be amended, was the Benefit Act. If you guys have creative ideas also, we really welcome it. The one thing that I was thinking about is, because of these insurance companies are big sponsors of the games and the NOAs. And so I was thinking if, somehow or another there could be some tie-up there, but we haven't found a solution for that specific concern, trying to provide benefits, plural, for our Olympians.
Thank you, Commissioner. Okay, my next question is for Ms. Lizardo. Please correct me if I'm wrong dito sa tanong ko, pero have you considered going into coaching sa collegiate level or high school level?
I'm actually coaching right now with UP Diliman varsity team. And I started since 2014. So matagal na ako nagko-coach sa kanila. And we're also teaching kids now. We have our own gym. It's in Celebrity Sports Plaza. And I've tried coaching also the national team for a year. But I actually focused with my kids, so I resigned there.
Okay, among our young Taekwondo Jins, who do you think has the potential to make it all the way to the Olympics, Asian Games and Olympics? Sino yung pang Asian Games and Olympics level?
Actually, kasi with my event, it's PUMSE. There's no Olympics yet. But with sparring, sige, I'm a little familiar naman. Actually, they're preparing for the qualifying. They're still preparing. They're in a bubble training now. And sila, di ko sure kung sino ipapadala, pero alam ko sure sila Pauline Lopez, Elaine Alora, and sila Arven Alcantara. I'm not sure with the other guy. Pero those people, they're really training hard now. So I think malaki naman yung chance natin na makapasok sila sa Olympics. They're really training, as in, ang tagal nilang pinaghahandaan, namumove yung qualifying nila. So hopefully matuloy na and makapasok din tayo to represent Taekwondo in Olympics.
Thank you. Okay, my last question is for Pawie.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Morning, sir.
Okay, sa stay mo the whole time na nagstay ka sa US Naval Academy, kahit once, or was there ever an opportunity na makapag-train ka doon? I'm sure may sports facilities ang US Naval Academy. Was there ever kahit once or twice kahit makapag-train ka doon for duathlon?
Yes, sir. So actually, pagka-enter ko po sa US Naval Academy, nag-join po kaagad ako sa team ng triathlon team. So initially bale before po ko pumasok ng US Naval Academy, former national athlete na po ako ng triathlon, which is na converted into a duathlete. So pumasok po ako ng Philippine Military Academy. May mga facilities pa rin po doon for triathlon and duathlon trainings. And then after ko po ng 1 year sa Philippine Military Academy, pinadala po nila ako sa US Naval Academy with the help of Standard Insurance and my coaches po sa local coaches sa Pilipinas. They helped me i-maintain yung physical condition ko po. So I entered triathlon team, US Naval Academy triathlon team. And so every day po yung training ko, actually 3 to 4 times a day po ako nagte-training sa US Naval Academy, excluding po yung whole day na military schedules and military education. And then by 2019, early 2019, I decided na umalis na po sa US Naval Academy Triathlon Team to focus na po sa Southeast Asian Games 2019 na duathlon event po, sir. Continuous na pong training po. Actually, may 3 or 4 po kami na swimming pool sa Naval Academy. May dalawang rubberized track, oval track po kami for athletics, and we have like 2 to 3 gyms na nagagamit po namin 24/7 po, sir.
And Pawi, ano yung mga thoughts na pumasok sa utak mo nung nagte-training ka sa mga facilities na to? Parang meron yung feeling na sayang, walang ganito sa atin, or may ganun bang feeling na maybe kaya kong kung pwede lang magstay longer dito para mag-train. May mga ganong thoughts ba?
Sir, actually wala po akong ganoong thoughts. Opposite of that yung thought ko. Kasi doon po sa Naval Academy, syempre po winter times, winter season, ang palagi ko po naiisip na sana nasa Pilipinas ako nagte-training for SEA Games. Kasi unang-una po, pag winter season po, hindi po ako makaka-outdoor track, hindi po ako makaka-outdoor bike, which is very important po sa preparation for SEA Games. So instead of doing outdoor track or outdoor bike po, nagkakasya po ako sa indoor training, like indoor bike for 3 hours, treadmill for 2 hours. So, ang iniisip ko po na sana nandun ako sa Pilipinas kasi ang klima ng Pilipinas is napaka-perfect po for training in any sports po, sir. Ang klima po yung tinitingnan ko po, sir. Kasi ang training program naman po especially po sa duathlon and triathlon, nakukuha naman po yan kahit although wala po hindi po kasing ganda sa United States ang facilities po natin sa Pilipinas, po tayo, mas maganda po yung training output because of the climate po, yung klima na tropical climate po, sir. So every day maganda po talagang training sa Pilipinas.
Yung meron ka bang coach doon, or yung coach mo dito ang nag-guide sa iyo doon through online?
Sir, nung panahon na nasa US Naval Academy po ako, may coaches po ako sa Pilipinas with Standard Insurance sponsorship po, and in partnership din po with Philippine Navy. And nung nasa US Naval Academy po ako, may mga American coaches po ako. Yung coach ko pong isa is Marine Officer, US Marine Officer. Siya po yung coach ko po sa triathlon. And then sa duathlon po, ang coach ko po is level 6 international or world class po na athletics. athletics, coach, in preparation po for SEA Games. And for sa ano naman po, nung sa Pinas po, while they are training me physically sa United States, may online coaching din po ako with Coach Bernilian Tada, yung Marlboro Tour champion po natin, si late Rafael Polikit, our marathon king. And ngayon po, I am guided by, and may ano po ako, may tinuturing po ako ng nanay-nanayan ngayon sa takbo, which is si Coach Cristabel Martes, which is record holder po and multiple SEA Games medalist din po sa takbuhan.
Okay, Pawi, last question. Magko-compete ka ba sa this coming SEA Games? Kasama ba ang duathlon?
Sir, we are still waiting for announcement, sir, and we are very hopeful na sana magkakaroon po ng SEA Games duathlon and official schedule po for SEA Games duathlon, sir.
Okay, thank you, Pawi. Back to you, Ernest.
Thank you, Sir Vince. Ang sunod pong magtatanong, guest sports writer and a guest future sports writer, Miss Akiko Thomson po, Guevara. Magtatanong daw po kay Miss Pawi.
Oh my goodness. Pawi, I'm so fascinated with your story. Paano ka nakarating sa US Navy? Did you always dream about going there? Or how did you get there?
Ma'am, ikwento ko na lang po yung history ko. Actually, ma'am, nung bata po ako, I started at age of 9 years old sa swimming. So, amateur swimmer po ako po kayo nakikita sa TV at saka sa mga sa mga sports news po, kaya idol po talaga kita, ma'am. Pero since hindi ko po talaga kayang pumasok sa national team na swimming kasi hindi ko alam, I'm not good enough for swimming, to be honest. So I tried to venture sa triathlon, sa Triathlon Association of the Philippines, and then after 1 year, they selected me to be part of the Philippine National Triathlon Team. That was when I was 15 years old, ma'am. 4 years din po ako sa national team triathlon, and then I resigned po at the age of 19 years old kasi na-realize ko po na it is better for me kasi po ang passion ko po talaga, ma'am, is serving my country in my own way. So I think that mas mapapakinabangan po ako ng Pilipinas kung magagamit ko po yung education ko, and at the same time yung experience ko po sa national team. So ginawa ko po, pumasok po ako sa pagsusundalo po. I tried sa Philippine Navy, nag-apply po ako, and then may commander po sa Philippine Navy. He told me that, Pawi, pumasok ka ng Philippine Military Academy. Actually, sabi ko pa nga po sa commander ko na, sir, wag na lang, sir, kasi gusto ko pong bumalik sa Philippine National Team kasi yun po talaga yung childhood dream ko, is to stay at the national team. Yun po talaga yung passion ko sa buhay. And then sinabihan po niya ako na, Pawi, you need to pursue your military education because sa credentials mo na graduate po ng UP din po, ma'am. So sinunod ko po yung utos ng commander ko. Pumasok po ako ng Philippine Military Academy. Hindi ko pa rin po yung sports ko po na triathlon, even though very rigid po yung military training and military education sa Philippine Military Academy. Kasi passion ko po talaga yung sports. And then after 1 year po, my selection po, at least sa class po namin, nasa top 5%, top 5 of the class will be sent for foreign schooling. So after 1 year ko po sa PMA, pinadala na po ako ng PMA as a foreign schooling cadet. Doon po nila ako nilagay sa US Naval Academy po, ma'am. So yun po yung kwento ko po, ma'am.
Pawi, fascinating. Pero alam mo, grabe, I was looking, you were a double major. Engineering,
Yes,
tama ba yun?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. So is that something you've always been interested in also?
Actually, ma'am, initially po, nung bata po ko hindi. Kasi ang childhood dream ko po talaga, ma'am, is to be a national athlete. Siguro po, destiny na lang po yung nakarating po ako sa ganitong sitwasyon. May story din po kasi nun. Ang gusto ko po talaga sa buhay kung makakapag college po sana ako is to be a marine biologist. Pero due to limited finances po, galing po ako sa mahirap na pamilya. Nag-apply po ako sa DOST, but I completed different bachelor po sa University of the Philippines kasi hindi po part, nung panahon po namin, hindi po part ang marine biology sa DOST. So mga ganong klase po. So academic scholar po ako, at the same time national athlete po ako dati. Graduate po ako ng 18 years old po sa college, and I ventured sa Philippine Military Academy, and then nung papasok po ako ng US Naval Academy, sinabihan po ako ng senior officer ko ng dating FOIC, si Admiral Takad, na Pawi, you need to take naval architecture for the modernization of the Philippine Navy. So I said, sir, yes sir. And then nung nakarating na po ako sa US Naval Academy, pinursue ko po yung nag-sign up po ako for naval architecture and marine engineering. And then nagsabi po sa akin yung ibang officers ko na, Pawi, you need to take systems engineering, or that is now what we call the weapons, robotics, and controls engineering. So basically po, na-confused na po ako, hindi ko na po alam kung ano yung pipiliin ko major para makatulong po sa pagserbisyo sa Pilipinas. Kaya nag-take po ako ng both. Yun po yung...
Wow! Pawi, you are a good soldier! Puro yes ka nag... I imagine it was very hard though. Kasi yung mga courses na yun, hindi yan madali
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, initially, ayaw po sana ako payagan ng American military advisor ko po. Kasi my SAT was low compared to my American classmate. I just passed the SAT for international students. Then I pleaded my American military advisor na, sir, please give me chance to maipakita yung galing ng Pilipino sa US. I will give all my best to serve my country. This is not for me, sir. This is for the Philippine Navy. This is for my Filipino people. It is once in a blue moon for us Filipinos to enroll at this academy, sir. So please give me a chance. Nabigyan naman po ako ng chance, ma'am.
And you graduated with honors, di ba? Right?
Yes,
Grabe, this woman's amazing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. Pero simula po talaga ako sa swimming as a swimmer. Ang pangarap ko po talaga is to be a national team swimmer po.
Well, you've done so much more than that, Pawi. My goodness, grabe. It's so inspiring to hear your story.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ernest,
I
for
am very
indulging
humbled.
me.
Thank you very much. Now, and ito na, no? Our next set of questions will be coming from our TikTok king, Ivan Saldaheno. Ivan?
Yes. Anyway, ayun.
Actually,
I'm gonna ask first Ma'am Akiko kasi, correct me if I'm wrong, but you hosted Game Time before, right?
Yes, I was in the media for mga 8 years.
That's why I was reminded when Ernest let you ask Pawi about that.
No, Ivan, I'm really interested. I'm fascinated by people's life stories.
Yes. Now, okay, moving forward to all of you three, Mama Kiko, Pawi, and Coach Janice. Okay. Paha Mika once said on a December 30th podcast that this year will be the year of women's sports. And we've seen a glimpse of that in 2018 in Jakarta when we have 4 Asian Games gold medalists, all females. So looking forward to this year, that there's a possibility that if we have Margie, Heidi Ling, and I believe Irish Magno is also in the Olympics, they have a great chance of making the gold. And of course, the SEA Games, of course, there will be a lot of female athletes coming in. So talk about that statement that this year could be the year of women's sports in the Philippines.
I think he's spot on, Ivan. You missed even golf. Women's
Yes.
golf. Wow,
Yes.
ang galing
Team
natin
Kakako.
dun, ah.
Yes, ating of the year, no?
Yeah. It's awesome, really. It's hindi lang sa sports, ha. I shouldn't get into politics, but there are lots of amazing women, Filipina women, that we can be so proud of.
Miss Akiko, baka gusto niyo daw yung life story ni Ivan.
Uy!
Ernest, alam ko
Bisa pang
yung
game plan.
insights. He knows the inside story. I trust ikaw na lang, Ernest.
Ivan, go ahead. Kundi, papalabas ko yung TikTok video mo.
Okay, tapos, okay, yun yung tanong ko. Ma'am Pawie, you're up. Yun nga, same question.
Yes, sir.
Ikaw yung SEA Games bronze medalist. Yun nga, same question from earlier. Sabi ni Gov Baham, nakagab ngayon, this year could be the year of women's sports in the Philippines. So discuss about that. We're talking about that.
Sir, I think that is nakikita naman po natin for this year. Marami po tayong representatives for Olympics, especially Miss Heidelin Diaz. So ayun po, sir. I'm very happy to see yung magiging performance po nila sa Olympics, especially po for women's. And sabi nga po ni Ma'am Akiko na hindi lang po sa sports, kundi po sa lahat po ng aspeto, sa politics, sa government service, especially sa military, is a really this year is the year for women empowerment po, sir. Not only in sports.
Finally, Coach Janice, you're up.
Yes, girl power year talaga this year, and I can see those potentials, and ang dami, halos yun nga yung sabi mo nung Asian Games, halos puro babae yung gold medalist natin, and I think it can be more this year for the Olympics. And grabe yung motivation nila and yung determination ng girls na yon. I can see it through their social media accounts, and they're pushing themselves kahit pandemic. Parang they keep on pushing and still getting that gold medal, and yung goal nila this coming Olympics, sobrang nakikita ko na training sila ng training, and I think they can get that gold medal. Mga girls na yun. No pressure, pero malaking chance talaga for those kids and those women na get a gold medal this year.
Yeah, it's so inspiring, no? I mean, I watch videos of Marjeline. Grabe, she's good.
And their trainings, pag nakita mo, they're still pushing themselves kahit pandemic. Nothing can stop them at this time also.
All right. Thank you very much, ladies. Ernest, you're up.
Sorry, ako pala yung nakamute. Thank you very much, Ivan. Tuwang-tuwa si Ivan nga dahil nga Women's Month din nga ngayon. No? But anyway, we will now go to Sir Dennis Eroa. Mga sunod-sunod ang tanong kay Pawie bigla ngayon. No? And then followed by Brian Yalong.
I can't help it, to borrow the word of Akiko. Pawie is really fascinating. Before Akiko's questions, yun na talaga naisip ko, yung story niya is very fascinating, and I honestly think that Pawie should be a role model for athletes. Naging successful siya, hindi lang bilang sports woman, kundi sa iba pang mga pagkakataon, tulad yan, she's a soldier. So, Pawie, bigyan mo lang kami ng background. Anong probinsya ka ba? Ilan kayo magkakapatid? Anong trabaho ng magulang mo? Sino mang inspirasyon mo? Yun lang naman.
Yes, sir.
Kasi
yes, sir.
napakinggan ko yung mga sagot mo kay Akiko. Sabi ko, ito dapat role model ng Philippine Athletics o Philippine Sports. Isa dapat ito sa tinitingala. Ito ang gayahin nila. Anyway, okay. Yung background no.
Sir, thank you, Ma'am Akiko. Sir Dennis, thank you very much po. I am humbled po sa sa mga sinabi niyo po ngayong araw at nakakataba po talaga ng puso. For a little bit of information about me po, sir, ma'am. I am from Davao City po. Tapos I started swimming. I started my sports at the age of 9 years old sa swimming. Ako lang po ang nag-iisang anak ng mama at papa ko po. Si mama po is housewife. Si papa ko po is he used to be a satellite engineer po, but he died one day after I entered Philippine Military Academy. So bale April 1, 2015 po ako pumasok ng PMA. And then pagka-receive po sa akin, ay nag-undergo po ako ng matinding rigorous military training sa PMA. And during that time, kinabukasan po namatay po si papa ko po sa sa sakit na heart attack with cerebral hemorrhage po. Ayun po, sir.
Wow, Pawie. But you know, at the same time, feeling good, like your father's spirit was with you as you were entering PMA. And, you know, I'm sure he was, grabe.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I am planning to resign na po sa PMA kasi I was very close to my father, papa's girl po ako. Kaso naisip ko po na it is really my passion to serve people, Filipino people in my own way. So I need to push this. I need to push this passion para siguro para matuwa na rin po yung sa langit and sa US with the help of military AFP, PMA, and sa sponsor ko po na tumatay yung tatay ko po si Sir Judes at Charles, at sa mga local coaches ko po at saka sa mga US coaches ko. I am very grateful po na despite na my personal and family negative para umalalay po kanya.
Pawie, how many more years do you see yourself competing for? Kasi, I mean, it's hard to be, I can see you've gotten so much, I can see you doing so much more sa Navy kasi with all the training that you've gotten. Pero how much, are you still, I know you're an athlete at heart, pero how much longer do you see yourself competing for?
Ma'am, as long as I can pa po, kaka-turn ko pa lang po ng 27 ko lang po nung March 13. So hanggang sa kaya ko po na mag-compete para po sa Pilipinas, para po sa Philippine Navy, para po sa sponsor ko po, Standard Insurance, I will do my best po. Opo. At saka po, I always remind my teammates po sa Philippine Navy Standard Insurance na we work as a team po. Hindi po kami magiging successful, hindi po kami makarating sa SEA Games kung wala pong teamwork.
With the power vested in me, I am promoting you to be an admiral of the Philippine Navy in the near future. Just kidding.
Has there ever been a lady admiral?
Yes, lady admiral.
Has there ever been a lady admiral?
Ayun, you have to ask Pawie about that.
Ma'am, there is one star. It's a Commodore po, ma'am. I think a few years ago po. But wala pa pong Navy admiral po.
Thank you. I will not be surprised if you will command the ship, yung bang term doon. Magiging kapitan ka ng isang barko ng Philippine Navy. I will not be surprised.
Me too.
Thank you po.
Okay,
Thank you po, ma'am. Thank you po, sir.
May pahabol daw si Brian Yalong, no? Pinagbibigyan namin yung may birthday ng Anli Tanong.
I wasn't able to talk to Pawie kanina. Di Pawi, ang ano ko lang, I've been reading. How yun nga, I think Miss Akiko already asked this, pero I'm fascinated how you're able to juggle your time. You're in the service, tapos your training. What is your secret to that? Ay, baka yung viewers might be interested in knowing how you are able to manage your time with all of this.
Sir, actually po may history po niyan, sir, sa time management ko po. Kasi syempre po galing po ako sa mahirap na pamilya and I need to lift my family up po. I need to survive. Basically, I really need to survive for my family and for myself. So, para makagraduate po ng college, I really need to push harder po para ma-maintain ko po yung DOST scholarship ko po, yung scholarship ko po sa school, sa UP. At the same time po, ma-maintain ko po yung so simula 14 years old po yun na po yung time ko po, gigising po ako ng alas 3, alas 4, magte-training po ako for the national team, and then I go to school, and then pag sa tanghali po, I swim, tapos pag hapon na naman po, after lunch, instead na kakain, pupunta na po sa klase po ulit, sa school, and then after school, magte-training po ulit. Ano po, ang inspiration ko po is, dalawa po is for my family po, tsaka po, passion ko po talaga is to serve the people in my own way po, sir. Sa hirap po ng buhay, na-experience ko po yung yung buhay atleta na from roots po talaga, sir. And iyon po talaga yung nagpatatag sa akin at blessed by God po at siguro po destiny ko po siguro. I am very blessed na may mga tao po na nakapaligid sa akin na naniniwala po sa akin despite na hindi po ako genetically inclined for sports. I am not genetically inclined for school, for academics, but I really tried my best po for my country, for the Philippines, to serve our Filipino people po, sir.
Were there times
Ryan?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm just thinking, the life of an athlete, discipline.
Yes.
Life of a military, Navy, discipline. This must be the most disciplined person
True.
in this forum right now.
Very. Just don't try TikTok.
Really?
Anyway, I was gonna ask also second question, Pawi. Was there ever a time na because of all these things that you're doing that you experienced some form of burnout or parang na over fatigue or something?
Yes, sir. Dumadating po talaga sa point nagkakaroon po ako ng fatigue. Especially nung nandun po ako sa US Naval Academy, I experienced unlimited, hindi naman po siguro unlimited, pero multiple fatigues po because during my stint at the Naval Academy, my maximum sleep po is, maswerte na po ako na makakatulog po ako in a night is 4 hours. My regular sleep sa gabi po is 2 to 3 hours lang po, and then I train 3 to 4 times a week. Kaya dumadating din po ako sa point na nag-over fatigue. May once po nakakapag-isip na po ako ng mga na susuko pa ba ako or hindi, pero nananaig pa rin po yung sa puso ko na I should not give up because once in a blue moon lang po na magkaroon ng ang kadete na makapasok sa US Naval Academy at makapagserbisyo po sa bayan, at once in a blue moon lang po, or actually ako po yung first sa history po ng Naval Academy na makagraduate po ng double engineering majors ng Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering and Weapons, Robotics and Controls Engineering.
Pawi,
So,
tumayo my hair stood
pero
my hair stood up nung sinabi mo yun.
Yes, ma'am. Para po talaga sa serbisyo sa bayan, yun po talaga yung naging inspirasyon ko po.
Hey, can I interrupt, Brian?
Yes, ma'am.
Pawi, what was your college undergrad degree sa UP?
I
Nako, medyo naglag po tayo.
graduated bachelor
It's the Ivan effect.
in po.
Miss Pawi, pakiulit lang po 'yon. Medyo nakakonsensya na kami kasi ang sarap ng tulog ko kanina. Ikaw 2 to 3 hours lang. No, so, ano ba?
That's not healthy, ha?
Oo nga eh.
Opo.
Pakiulit lang po yung sagot natin yung sa tanong ni Brian. Ay, ni Miss
Ma'am Akiko.
Graduate po ako sa University of the Philippines in Mindanao po sa Bachelor of Science in Food Technology po. Bale, food science and chemistry po siya, basically.
Wow. This woman is so knowledgeable in various,
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we will have our female reporter, no? By request of Sir Ed Andaya, Miss Abby Toralba. Baka daw may gusto kong itanong sa ating mga panauhin. Miss Abby, nandiyan ka ba? Miss Abby? Wala pa yung namin, na Rose Among the Thorns namin. No? Okay. Wala pa yata si Miss Abby. But anyway, ang sunod po magtatanong sa atin ay si Gerard Arce ng Bulgar. Gerard? Wala rin yata. Ito na si Gerard, no?
Ayun. Wala kasi. Naano ko na parang wala rin tulog. Wala rin akong tulog. Pareho tayo. Masakit sa ulo yun, ha? Yung walang tulog, yung ilang oras lang.
Tapos tatakbo ka, lalamoy ka.
Lalamoy ka. Hindi ka pa mapasma yan o magkasakit ka yan. Ayun, wala lang. Good morning po sa mga guests po. Good morning po, Ma'am Akiko and Ma'am Janice and Pawi. I salute, ma'am. Hello po, ma'am. Ang tanong ko lang po kasi, we are celebrating Women's Month. Happy Women's Month po sa lahat. Ma'am, in general po, sa tingin niyo po, how close are the women sa men's with regards in terms of sporting excellence sa bansa ngayon, mostly dun sa pagkolekta ng medals and achievement in sports, with connection to gender equality na rin po yan. Si Ma'am Akiko muna po, ma'am.
Thanks, Gerard.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have the numbers. I wish I could, although sabi nila kanina, was that the Asian Games, yung 4 golds that the ladies delivered?
Yes.
It would be nice to back it up with actual data. But you know what, Gerard, in terms of excellence, the ladies are delivering. And I think it's showing in just how many strong female women are, in the Olympics alone, how many of these ladies are going. So in terms of excellence, I think we're at par, perhaps historically, siguro. Although, teka, I have to backtrack. Our first gold Olympics is a woman, si Ariane Sardenia. It was a demonstration sport. But still, if you think about it, it was really a woman who delivered it, huh? But I feel it's like we're at the same level, actually. And I don't think it's a competition or anything, right? It's we're doing this for the glory of the country, really. But yeah, sporting wise, I think our women are really are delivering.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am Anto, from from a sports official, punta naman tayo sa isa pa, sa mother naman, kay Ma'am Janice. Same question, ma'am.
Yes, like Miss Akiko, it's not a competition between men and women. But yeah, women are recognized now na really excelling in sports, which is, yun nga yung sinasabi nila before na sports is not for women, na hindi kakayanin. Or like my sport is taekwondo, yun nga pinag-usapan namin kanina, it's not for women. Or mostly, they think na it's not for women. So, with all the competition that happened even my time, na mga 2009, 2010, girls are really delivering, and nung nag-athlete of the year kami, 5 kaming girls noon, athlete of the year 2009. Rubilin Amit, me, si Rani Ortega, Camille Alarilla, forgot na isa triathlon, na alam niyo ba yun kung sino? Forgot.
Google lang namin, Google.
Kim?
Yung
Manggo ba?
yung jump,
Kim.
yung tumatalon na triathlon tuloy. Hindi triathlon, track and field na
Ivan, baka gusto mong sagutin.
Si ano yata, baka. Si Sir Fred, si ano ba yun?
Maristela ba?
Maristela.
Maristela Torres.
Maristela.
Maristela.
Sabi ko na nga ba, si Ivan makakasagot yun eh.
Wala namang
empowerment.
Yeah. Girl power talaga din nung time na yon, and yun nga pinag-usapan namin kanina na it's a lot of female are joining sports ngayon. And nakikita niyo naman yung Olympic bets natin this year, a lot of it are women, and hopefully they're gonna get gold medals this year also.
Thank you, ma'am. Punta na po. Kay Ma'am Pawie po.
Hello po, sir. For the military side and athlete side, first sa athlete side, agree po with Ma'am Akiko and Ma'am Janice na well represented po ang women sa sports. Sa military naman po, we are very thankful po sa Department of National Defense for recognizing the efforts ng women po sa military. And dito naman po, lalo na po sa command ko po sa Naval Sea Systems Command, we are represented, and we are very katulad ko po ngayon, naniniwala po yung command sa kakayahan ng babae na sa military and sa sports po. Ayun po.
Gerard, I'm thinking even, just the growth of the women's volleyball. I mean, that speaks well. I think if we were to look at yung mga salaries, I don't know, it's not comparable. At least professional athletes I know in the US, women are not being paid the same as men, unfortunately. Sana, eventually, I know things take a while to change.
Opposite yan dito, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The volleyball.
The volleyball.
Talaga? They're higher paid than the basket.
Yes, ma'am. And the volleyball, men's volleyball players are less, get lesser than the women's.
Why do you think that's so? It's interesting, huh?
Because the Filipino volleyball fans love to watch women volleyball, not men volleyball.
Exciting.
Mas exciting pag women's kasi yun. Dito sa atin sa Philippines.
Yeah, interesting.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, second question for in general po, ma'am. Last time, parang last day yata or 2 days ago, parang nag-post si Irish, another women, part of the another Olympian, with regards to the allowance of the athletes. Okay, kasi parang kulang yata. Para sa inyo, ma'am, how hard for the athletes for not receiving their allowance, which is you are expecting a lot for your family and for your para sa mga gastusin niyo. Ma'am.
Who's gonna answer?
For in general, ma'am, Ma'am Akiko first.
Yeah,
General Pawie.
I read that. It's so it's hard to read it. I feel really bad because you know how much they're sacrificing. See, Irish, I'm sure, is in a bubble right now. Funny though that you should ask that kasi I had inquired with the PSC kahapon lang kasi one of the para athletes also, they've been training for for the games, and wala pa silang sweldo. But when I reached out, I think what was happening was the PSC was trying to do it all in one go, sabay lahat, all the athletes. And I don't know, we don't know the whole story also. I don't know how COVID complicates things and everything, but from what I understand, Jared, the allowances are supposed to be coming out very soon, if not already. But it's hard when and it doesn't paint a very good picture, sadly, on the PSC. This is an Olympian, you know. But you also at the same time you can understand how she supports her family, and 1 month, that's a big deal. So
Yan, ma'am. Pero last time, parang kahapon yata naglabas ang si Com Ramon na parang 39 sports daw yata magpo-focus yata sila ng budget for the SEA Games. Then po. Si Ma'am Janice po, ano pong inyong comment as former athlete po?
Ako kasi before, syempre, athletes were like, it's our work na eh. Parang training is like our work na. We do it every day. It's important also to get allowance. Kasi like before, I used to work at the same time, train also. And naglabas yung PSC before na if you're part of the elite athletes, you have to focus on your training and bawal ka mag-work ng iba. So I resigned to that work and I'm receiving naman that allowance. And it's important na kasi if yun lang yung parang income mo. So if you're raising your own family, I mean if you have a family to support, it's really important. And yun nga sinasabi ko, it's like your work na. You also need to provide your needs as an athlete also, and from that yun yung, and not all naman binibigay ng mga NSA or government, like yung mga personal mong kailangan. So it's really important as an athlete also. And para wala ring negative na pumapasok sa isip mo, you have to, and laging positive lang as an athlete. So para walang stress din. So at least kailangan din yun talaga. At medyo nasi-stress din siguro siya about it na wala siyang ma-provide for her family. So less stress sana, na makuha rin na sana nila yung allowance nila.
Yan, ma'am. Dito naman tayo sa current athlete, si ma'am.
Hello po, sir. Sa akin po, by experience, very important po talaga yung allowance na natatanggap ng mga athletes sa kahit sa ano po, sa private sponsorship man po or sa PSC. By experience po, ikukwento ko na lang po yung isang hindi ko po malilimutan na experience na nagbigay po sa akin ng lesson or more discipline po sa buhay ko. Athlete po ako dati. I mean dati po nung mga kabataan years ko pa po sa sports. 500 pesos na lang po yung pera ko. Then gagastusin ko pa po siya for 3 weeks. So ginagawa ko, opo, ganun po. Sa hirap po ng buhay at athlete po ako, na-experience ko po yung normal na setting or your setting po ng ibang athlete from low income family. So may one time po, 500 pesos na lang po yung pera ko, gagastusin ko siya for 3 weeks. So ginawa ko po para ma-multiply ko po yung pera ko or mabuhay po ako in 3 weeks sa 500 pesos. Nagbike po ako from Subic Bay sa training camp po namin to Clark. Doon po ako nagbike po ako from Subic Bay to Clark. Tapos kinabukasan po, I quote-unquote gambled my money. So yung 500 pesos po, pinaya ko po sa fun run, sa mga run races po. Kasi ang registration po ng fun run is 500 pesos. So naisip ko, kung matatalo ako, wala akong kakainin literal for 3 weeks. Pero kung mananalo ako, may 3,000 ako. So yun po yung experience ko So ginawa ko po nung nag-race ako, tumatakbo po talaga ako. I literally run for money kasi kailangan ko po talaga ng pera to survive, to eat. So I can still perform at my best po. Yun lang naman po yung experience na hindi ko po malilimutan. Kaya
Nanalo ka naman.
po.
Yun.
Pinilit ko po. Pinilit ko po. Pati nung, yes ma'am.
Were you a part of the national team already then?
Yes po. I was part of the national team. So, kasi po, syempre I need to feed myself. I need to buy may vitamins po na binibigyan ang national team. Pero I need another supplement po to maintain my training. And then from Davao City, I need to travel. Excluding na po yun kasi libre na po yung airfare. Yung mga ibang gastusin pa po, laundries, ibang vitamins, ibang mga sport equipment po namin. So, during that time, nagkulang po ako sa pera. So, ginawa ko po, bike po ako, punta po ako kung saan po yung fun run, ibabike ko lang po yun, tapos tataya ko po yung natitirang pera ko po. Similar case din po na nangyari nung nag-resign na po ako sa team to venture out po sa military world po. Nung time po na nag-apply po ako sa military, nandun po ako sa Maynila, probinsyana, wala po kaalam-alam sa anything po. Lahat po na nakikita kong daan sa Taguig, Maynila. Ang tawag ko po sa Taguig, Maynila. Ang tawag ko po sa Makati, Maynila. Ang tawag ko po sa Quezon, Maynila. Ganun po ako nung pagka-resign ko sa national team at nag-a-apply po ako sa military. Walang-wala po akong pera nun. Yun din po, pinapagulong ko lang din po yung pera ko. Sasali po ako ng fun run, igagambol ko po yung money ko, tapos iniisip ko dapat manalo ako. So, I can provide for myself and sa mga tinutuluyan ko po na ano po, yung mabait na yung nagpatuloy po sa akin sa tahanan po nila sa loob ng Navy. Ayun po. Yun po yung mga, actually po, yun po yung most, hindi mo siguro most, pero some athletes, lalo na po sa mga probinsya, galing po sa Mindanao, Visayas, experience the same or similar case po sa pagiging athlete po.
Gerard, it really puts it into perspective, no?
That's why you're ngayon blessed sa nangyari sa'yo. So, yun. Sir Ernest, last question kay Ma'am Akiko lang. Ito kasi kanina, gusto kong itanong kanina to. Siguro, hindi ako makaget over with swimming kasi pag swimming nga pinag-uusapan in women's side, Ma'am Akiko. Ma'am, do you think, what are the problems, the current situation? Ano yung problema talaga ng swimming? And do you think, ano yung solusyon, yung possible solution dito?
Ba't mo tinanong to as we wind down?
Pahabol lang, ma'am, pahabol.
Yeah, well, just Gerard, very succinct yung sagot ko. Short lang. I think the house is divided. And it's very hard for anything to blossom kapag it's not whole.
Yun, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gerard, for those questions. Ano na lang, no? We're about to wrap things up. Siguro, ako na lang mag-throw in the last question, and the lady should answer this in as few words as you can, since we are out of time na rin. No? Siguro, since we are celebrating Women's Month, we ask every lady guest right here, what is the essence of a woman? Mama Kiko, pang Miss Universe yung tanong eh. Sige.
Talaga?
Ang bigat.
Essence of a woman?
Yes, of course.
Ang hirap ka. You know, I was walking with my husband, kapod lang, and why was I saying it to him? No, basically, a woman makes a house a home and makes it I don't know. It's more. It's not just a place where you live, but it's a home. But I don't know. An essence of a woman. Ang hirap naman ng tanong na yon.
Ayoko na. Okay na. Joke. Kaya ako nag-athlete, hindi beauty queen eh.
Miss Pawie, baka kayo may meron kayong insight.
Meron po akong hashtag. May hashtag po ako para sa ano na yan, Pinays can do it. Ayun po. Simple answer for that simple but deep question. Pinays can do it.
Okay.
Lahat po ng trabaho nagagawa po ng babae. So kayang-kaya po ng babae. Yun po yung essence ng babae.
Mismo. And with that, we end our Thursday morning na ngayon afternoon na po tayo. At for isa na namang Tops Usapang Sports ang lumipas para sa linggong ito. And mga guests natin and everyone, we would like to request everyone to open their cameras before they make their final statement so we can have our group photo. This will be out in the papers as well, no? Lahat po ng mga online po dito, mag-on po tayo ng cameras natin para may group photo po tayo. Uy, si Sir Edwin nandiyan pa.
Huwag na natin tuloy yung nandiyan si Edwin.
Okay, and one.
Thank you po, Kom.
Ay, may umabol pa. No? Anyway, in 1, 2, 3.
Thank you sa ating mga guests.
Smile po tayo. And there you go. Ganyan po ang new normal group photo po natin. And sige, Sir Ed, kayo na po. Take it away.
Okay, thank you, Ernest. No, so before yung closing natin, maybe we can ask our female guests for their parting remarks. I'll start na muna with Pawie.
Sir, ma'am, good afternoon na po. Thank you very much po, especially to Gab Ferreira sa nag-message siya sa akin to schedule me po dito sa very interesting po na program ninyo. At thank you very much. I am very humbled po to be part of this program with my idols, Ma'am Akiko and Ma'am Janice. And hashtag Pinays can do it. I would like just to personally thank Philippine Navy Standard Insurance under Chairman Sir Judes Echaus for the support. And sa mga local coaches ko po, especially Coach Bernie Lientada, sa ma'am coach ko po, Coach Cristabel Martes, and sa mga teammates ko po, patuloy lang po sa ensayo. Hashtag Pinays can do it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pawie, and good luck again to you. No, si Coach Janice naman, maybe Coach Janice, you can invite yung mga kaibigan natin sa Taekwondo program ni Japoy.
Yes, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for inviting again us to encourage and empower women. Of course, sa lahat ng mga women dyan, let's just push each other up and not down. And we're all in this together. Hashtag Pinay, we can do it. Sabi nga ni Pawie. And yun nga, in Taekwondo, kahit babae o lalaki, you can join us. You can contact us at Japoy and Janice TKD in Instagram, and you can also contact us at 0915-301-6463. So inquire lang kayo sa amin dyan. Siyempre, it's an honor also to be with Miss Akiko Guevara and Pawie. I look up to these women. Sobrang nakaka-inspire lahat ng story nila. And I hope maraming na-inspire tayo today sa mga nanood ngayong umaga. So thank you so much again for all your questions. I learned a lot, and sana maging successful pa ang sports dito sa Philippines, not only for women but for men. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Janice. Makiko, hindi nabanggit kanina na part ka ng screening committee ng Philippine Sports Hall of Fame, and you are responsible sa mas madaming female athletes na na-recognize na ngayon sa Hall of Fame. Your parting words, Com?
Yes. Thank you so much for having us here. Well, this is a long time, but it went by so fast. It's just so nice to be for you to have us here. I mean, helping us reminisce also, and I hope there were nuggets of gold. Sana, Ed, you mentioned yung Hall of Fame. It's been such an honor and privilege to be part of it. We just recently, as you know, announced the latest awardees, and there were so many women on it. Elma Moros, Ariane Sardenas, Gertrude Losada. Did I miss anyone else? Meron pa ba? Yeah, but it was just...
Kompleto yung mga women.
Yeah. So 3 out of 10. You know, the quota for the IOC is 30% female. So sana it only moves up. But yeah, thank you for the support. Let's keep our Olympians in our prayers, not just the ladies, but the men as well. You know, they're up against so much. And just keep them in our prayers. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, Akiko. No? Again, on behalf of the Tabloids organization in Philippine Sports and our partners, the Philippine Sports Commission, PAGCOR, and the Games and Amusements Board, magpapasalamat kami sa mga nakasama natin ngayong umaga dito sa Usapang Sports on Air, and hopefully kahit hindi na Women's Month, makakapag-invite pa kami ng mas maraming female achievers sa sports. Again, thank you to all of you. Ernest?
And with that,
para sa mga
nasa
thank you, Com.
po natin, baka pwedeng kung gusto niyo pong kung di pa kayo nagla-like sa page namin, please do para masubaybayan niyo kung sino yung mga susunod namin panauhin sa Tops Usapang Sports. Meron din kami mga podcast sa mga sports personalities na pwede niyong abangan as well, and for YouTube na pinapakita rin po tayo sa YouTube, pwede po kayo mag-subscribe doon kung mas prefer nyo manood doon, and ring na rin po natin ang notification bell. And with that, ako po si Ernest Hernandez, ang moderator for this day, leaving you with this very special message, which is to stay safe and God bless.